Greetings from somewhere. I am your host, Dylan, joined today by Sperg. How's your day going?
So far so good. I got the desk cleared off a little bit. See, I'm still bumping shit, but yeah, everybody's been taken care of this morning. The dog's been evacuated. She's still acting up because, springtime.
Yeah, dogs just want to be outside now. Me too. Humans just want to be outside. Thanks to A. Smith, kicking it off with a cool pair super sticker. Our buddy Luigi Greenberg is here. I joined him for Skeptical Robot last week. I'll be there this week again. He's covering stuff I actually believe in. I was hoping to be a counterbalance, but people who get famous from talking to spirits and ghosts, they're all full of shit. I've met about 3 who I legit believe they're not doing it for profit. You believe any of that paranormal shenanigans that I want to believe, like Fox Mulder?
I think I fall more into that camp that I want to believe, but very much like Luigi, I am super skeptical. If there's not a lot of tangible evidence, and with paranormal anything, there's always zero tangible evidence. I mean, it's kind of the point of it.
Unless there is ectoplasm, which may or may not be jism, based on... actually, no, it was lady ejaculate that it appeared was the ectoplasm left behind.
Yeah. And that's where it all starts, right? You end up seeing those old 1800s pictures of seances and stuff. They have all this weird stuff going on. And I caught the second half live, and you guys were talking about Houdini a little bit. And he was one Houdini of those first guys that...
Yeah, he's not taking their shit. He does the same tricks. So when they're like, I am mystical, I can get out of these knots. No. I am an illusionist. You are an illusionist. Shenanigans.
Right. And I appreciate somebody has to do that. And I remember a big deal happening when Greatest Magic Secrets revealed. There was some magician who was this renegade magician who was giving away all the...
I very much remember those Fox specials. And on the last one, I didn't know any famous magicians. So it was someone who knew what was going on was I think it's Valentino. I was never heard of him. And now I've heard of him. So he kind of accomplished what he was going for. People talking about magic again and knowing who it was.
and of course, blackballed from the industry. I guess his excuse was he was trying to push the bar up higher, stop doing all these old lame tricks. Didn't work
Makes sense. He did say he was doing it for the industry. I was doing it for the industry. Not like any of those guys who exposed, actually the guys who exposed the wrestling business, same thing. There was one in the 20s and then in the early 1980s that tried to expose it. And yeah, they were totally just not good and not getting booked. So let me expose these guys and going under. I need to expose what these frauds are doing.
You might as well get that last cash grab before everybody goes bankrupt, right? I suppose.
I think you might be echoing just slightly. I didn't notice it before we went on, but there's a little oddness in the way you're talking, and not the way that James Rolfe talks with Dragon and his mountain Anyone who wants to hear James Ross say mountain, be sure to tune in to the next
Mountain.
movie making nerd book review. We get 3 mountains.
Oh boy. Yeah, is it better?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I won't screw around with the settings in Streamer. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no, let me thank you, Luigi. I wanted to James Randi was like the next guy, and I can't remember the guy who Yuri something, and Johnny Carson was in on it too. Brought him on the Tonight Show and put a bunch of spoons and shit out in front. I'm like, all right, go ahead and bend some spoons. And then he was like, oh, you're putting me on the spot. It doesn't work this way. It's like, of course it doesn't, because you just don't do it. And one of my favorite ones was he's going to use the force to like turn a page, and it was always a phone book. And if you're old enough to remember phone books, or if you got an old Bible around, those pages are ridiculously thin.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I've saw too. I was thinking of bringing that to Luigi's show if I cover that episode with him. It's been like a year since we've seen Tamaricus. I'm him.
That dude was levitating pencils, man. He was a G. I need him back.
Thanks for dropping in, Soren, Yuri Geller, getting it in just before our buddy Luigi Greenberg. And before we go too far, actually,
oh yeah, sorry.
Before we get to this first clip, this paranormal talk did remind me of how I sounded like a complete crazy person over on That Reality Show with Helga Mann, because she believes she can sense spirits, and I was able to go down a rabbit hole with her of talking very just logically and succinctly about spirits and ghosts, while the chat's like, oh, Dylan's crazy too. Yeah. I'm a nutty person. I believe in these rules for ghosts, the same ones that Helga Mann believes in. I believe in, and not a single ghost story. Another one I wanted to come on for Luigi's show, Cynical Robot, as he pointed out, is the new name, and there is not like a single ghost account that's actually fucking factual. They're all working an angle.
And that's what it boils down to. I've never seen a ghost or have witnessed any like furniture movement, no physical objects moving. My experience that seems somewhat paranormal could probably just be attributed to weird coincidence or being lucky. But there are just things that happen and you're like, I don't know. It makes you think. And that's, I can't really provide an example either, but like,
I can provide one example.
The unexpected does come through a lot, and it's weird.
The one example I have of being in the same room with a ghost is at the Hooters Hotel in Vegas. I mentioned this, I believe, on Luigi's show, that I went in there and was doing convention work with a friend of mine, and she has this ability. And after she always checks the room up and down. All right, it's clean. We're good. Just to let you know, we're not alone in here. It's not malicious. And then, yeah, there were a couple times where it would knock on the door. It like demagnetized to where my key wouldn't work on the door until I got it replaced, because it figured out that she could see him. So that's my story of being in the same place with a ghost and buying into it. I was given a heads up. There's a ghost here. Yeah. And yeah, like 3 different times. Yeah, that's some weird shit. She called her shot. I do believe her that someone had a great time here in the Hooters Hotel, and now their spirits forever is going to live there.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna, that sounds right to me. That sounds like something I could believe, because that's what I would do if I was a ghost. I would like to, like, if I had an establishment that I enjoyed, I would hang out there and then prank people all day long. Why not? I mean, the afterlife, you got eternity, so it might get boring.
It did get taken over by the Oyo, but I think this rule still applies, that if you go down to the bar and just look like a rube, the hookers will approach you. So you can give a yes-no on that basis at that point, and don't even need to go anywhere.
That's perfect. Another haunted hotel that I'm aware of is the Cecil in New York, I think. It's like the suicide hotel of the city or something like that. Like, they're trying to shake that reputation, but there's like all kinds of crime was in there and bug infested. It's like probably one of the worst hotels, but it's like one of the oldest hotels.
They can get an audience in for leaning into "We are a haunted hotel," but they're not going to get an audience for "We got bugs."
Yeah, that's I think I think it did start that way, that they were trying to lean into that, and then it's in like a terrible neighborhood, and people were taking pictures, and it was like, you don't want to
become the next ghost at the Cecil. Get mugged that would be and have it go awry right here.
Exactly. And that's what there was a lot of gangster activity that went down there. So, who knows who got killed in that building or jumped off of it.
I forgot about your name. We are exclusively on YouTube today rather than Twitch as well, because I forgot Twitch doesn't like when I say featuring Sperg Snake. That's one of their no-no words.
Do they get you for that every time? Do they say, hey, you mute that?
Invalid title, I think is what it said. Trying a new name. And I was like, whatever. Sometimes I get one person over there on Twitch. Sorry, singular person, if today was going to be the day you were tuning in over on Twitch. I would like to get on Rumble. I've talked about a couple of things. Webcam girl review. I don't think I'll be able to do that on Rumble. But there's a lot to be said for different webcam girls, and I don't think I'll be able to get away with that, even on the Rumble format.
Even if you put like little cupcakes over everything?
I wonder. That's what I'm saying. I can't do it live. If I record them beforehand, I should be able to get away with it. You won't be able to get the full experience, but yeah, what you're saying, like the little cupcakes, and you hear the porno sound effects on all the Stern stuff. We have the very obvious Taylor Rain, oh yeah, on a whole bunch of clips, so I think I can get away with the audio, but yeah, we got to do the cupcakes and something over the privates and the action, which really does take away from the review. What you can't see underneath this eggplant is her technique. Now, this technique here, she may not be particularly good looking, but my God, does that technique make me want to do a collaboration with her. I want to go to the bar right now and tell them, do this exact thing that you see her doing here.
Oh, that would be great if you can get a t-shirt that just plays GIF of what you want. This is what I want. It just shows the repetitive. It's awful.
Well, now you're going even further. This is the best video representation of what I would like.
In low res format on a shirt.
Your own little eccentricities, but be sure to work this in there. And while we are on the topic of positive, happy things, let's do a little hope core. I enjoy ringing in a show with a little bit of hope core and uplifting message.
I don't even want a job. OMG. Please, somebody. I don't want a job. I don't want to work. Just give me the money. OMG.
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work. I don't want to do that.
Absolutely, she needs a job. And I think it would be great.
She's getting full-on Stewart right there. No, I don't want a job. I'm picturing if she was... Look what I can do. And, yeah, just... No, I can't do anything. Look what I can't do. That's what she wants to say. Look what I can't do. I had a relative like that who was on disability. I can't do. You could sit at a desk all day. You can't stand all day anymore. You can sit all day. There's many a job that you can do. And I do identify with her. When you were on a break from a job for too long, we were discussing this beforehand of going on job interviews and maybe take a few weeks in between on purpose before you start looking. And then, oh boy, is laziness very addictive. It took me a while to actually get a shitty job again.
Yeah, it's very, very addictive. Sleep is addictive part of it. That's like the dopamine hit. You just go take a nap whenever you feel like it. Wake up whenever you feel like it. It's like, oh, this is nice. And then you have no money and you're like, this is not nice anymore.
Yeah, the sleeping in the middle of the day both feels fantastic and like terrible. That is kind of like your natural heroin. Let me just feel good and lie down. You don't even need
a nice
opiates
nap, dude.
to get those endorphins. Like, oh yeah, do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with Luigi. We've all been like, I don't want to work. You have to. It's like, that's one of the few things that we all kind of got to get together and do, whether you want to or not. Just find a niche little spot and keep your head down and collect a check. Be happy.
I had 2 job interviews earlier today. The first one, pretty much what I'm looking for. And yeah, kind of a lateral, just menial job, but a little bit better pay, and I don't like the people I work with. They, I need some people who aren't on AARP and all bitter. I need some younger people who doesn't have this energy, some Walter Matthau grumpy old men energy. That's I'm kind of taking that home with me.
And here's the thing: those old guys can't call off grumpy either. They just show up. They just keep showing up. I have a similar problem to that, where if I show up too many days in a row, I start acting grumpy at work and taking it out on coworkers, and that's not fair to them. But at the same time, do they want me gone for a day so that way they got to pick up the slack? I don't know. It's a really, really rough trade-off. You can't.
Tracy's in with these lazy days. Hell yeah, Tracy! Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
This makes me wish I would have a video from one of our amputee girls. It's funny that now we have featured 3 different amputee ladies on this channel that can do their makeup and have a job. Jeff the drunk with only one arm. What can I do? And he finally did get a job of opening the door for vendors. Artie Lang had a great joke. What did you get replaced by a cinder block?
Nice.
We've got a little bit. We're about halfway through this. I don't want a job.
Okay.
Volunteered some more at the soup kitchen. You can do some great volunteer work down there.
It's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It is okay. It is okay. It's not that bad. It is okay. Everything will work out. Everything will work out for me like it always does.
Yep. That's
That sounds like one that did not get a job in the end. It's gonna work out. I don't need to go back there. Where I'm currently working, I actually backed down to part-time just so I would last there longer. Second job in a row that I've been like, I am so damn miserable. Give me 4 days a week. You can get many more months out of me with 4 days a week versus 5. I'm out the door if I got to come here 5 fucking days a week.
That's exactly the argument I went through with the guy that I was last working for. And I was like, dude, you're pushing me too hard. He's like, but you're my guy. I need you. I'm like, I'm dying, man. I can't think straight because there was a lot of mental work along with a lot of physical work, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I think that disappointed him.
You get burnt out. I really enjoyed being a kitchen manager for years, but oh boy, was I ready to fucking go. Also, I was too good at drinking on the job. I was able to sneak in some beers and hide it underneath the lettuce and stuff, and I was still really good at my job when I was drunk. The problem was when I got busy and I couldn't sneak off to keep the buzz up. Then it's a disaster. I am all sorts of fucking angry and can't get shit right.
Yep, I understand. Understandable.
So I was actually able to come to the conclusion I'm too good at drinking on this job. I need to leave. No, right. For the sake of me. You still pay really well. I'm still really good at it, but it seems like I'm kind of miserable, and I'm turning into one of those guys at the end of the bar over there.
There's definitely you're too good for the job because you were filling in the boredom with drinking. Like you were like, okay, this is great. I can do this, and have that on the side. And that's exactly what it happens. Business starts picking up and you're just like, no, I shouldn't have done that.
The problem that you had needing to leave because you were just using too much brain power and physical power. I'm kind of the opposite now. This is too dull. I want to become, I want the next position up. The manager, the team leader. Oh, that's how much bullshit you're putting on my plate for that raise? No. Not worth it. Do not promote me here. I'll look elsewhere for a promotion or simpler work. Somewhere in the middle of simpler, but yeah, you know.
I think I don't know if that's by design or not, but I feel like it is. Like, you're more incentivized to quit your job and go somewhere else versus trying to climb the ladder within the company where they would probably have to pay you more because you've been there longer.
Yeah, the guy right above me, no, I'm not taking that load. Well, there's all types of loads I would not take, but that load, no, you're not paying enough for that load. And you're getting it right in his face. It's in his eyes. It fucking burns.
It's all over the place. It's too heavy.
In the hair. How dare you get the load in the hair? Spring. I mentioned that a few weeks ago. Spring, I think the last name was Thomas, a porn star who had an absolute meltdown when one of the guys in the gangbang came in her hair. Like, shoot was over at that point. She was all sorts of frazzled from him coming in her hair.
I'm never going to get this out.
I've had that thought sometimes of girls with really fancy, nice hairdos. I want to fuck your hair. Why? Because
that'll wreck it.
Yeah, it's that thing of like, look at the damage I did, and it's not even seeing how big I got it. It's just ruining it.
Oh, geez.
Thanks for dropping in, Soren. Dylan lived the plot from Academy Award winner Another Round. Cheers. Let's go into some almost sports. I've gotten a few things that I've seen on the internet that are kind of in the realm of games and sports, but not quite there. And this is one of them. Let me turn the volume down. We can.
I revolve around this kind of stuff. I love not sports. In fact, after we watch this, I'll bring up one that I watch. Yeah. Very similar to this. Let's go.
3, 5, top 2, 7, 13 in the back 2. Adam's got 10 grade.
And our commentator, Dad, as he's calling himself on TikTok, is very excited for these.
16 racers on the track.
Now, I'm a green guy. He's just so excited. I think I do have to hear his commentary as we go through this.
That's the pinnacle of it for me, is the commentary. And I'll suggest a website to look at here in a moment.
Yeah, forget about talking over this. He is very excited about, and I'm always putting my money on 6. I like green, so double down on 6.
1. Green Bay Packers, Oregon Ducks on play. Bennett's going Thanos. Ian's calling a turkey. Amanda says nachos. Mr. Clean says wax on, wax off. Let's go.
And what's especially fun about Dad here is they all have nicknames. Mr. Clean, I imagine, is the cue ball. That would make the most sense to me. Thanos, I guess that's the 4-ball. The purple 4-ball would be Thanos. What do you call the blue ball? Let's see if we can figure out what the blue ball is called.
Let's go. Hey! 3, 5, top 2. 13, 8 in the back 2. Last one on the track gets the win. Here it goes. New Year's Resolution Cup. The tap, the 3, 10 gets wide.
Oh, this guy's giving him obstacles.
Here comes Ian's cup. Ian says, can we get a turkey?
Oh, yeah, you see his spin on it, because we could be here for a while if he just ups the speed. He's trying to make this something that all sports fans want to see. So a little competition with these obstacles. I agree. My ex as the blue ball, Nimrod.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, the blue ball always finishes last.
I thought that was an intro for the blue ball. Now I see what you're doing there, Mr. Blue Sky. Fuck yeah, commentary.
Can the 14 go 3 in a row? Last ball on the check gets winning. It's kept coming in. The dime ball gets wide. The dime ball.
Oh, these are miniature. They are miniature pool balls.
The dime ball has left the building.
Oh, they're miniature? I didn't even notice that until you're pointing that out here.
Are they? I can't. Okay, no, I see the perspective more.
Yeah, I was thinking they
look
were
a little
full
small.
sized.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 racers on the track, 3 solids in the top 3, the 15, 8 in the back. Last ball in the check gets a win. Here we go, here comes Shackle's Cup. He says, is Thanos in the building? The tap, Hamilton goes wide, Hamilton. There goes that Hammy.
To sell me
The
stuff on
doctor
PVC. This guy is, he can sell some baseball cards to me, just like Don West. And I didn't give a shit about baseball cards, but Don West was great at it.
Yeah, no, he's got a mouth. Yeah, he's into it. He likes it.
10, 12, we're down to 13 races. 4 Thanos, the 5 top 2, 8, 13 to back. Xavier says, come on, Thanos.
Whoa.
4, 3, 5.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why I'm so fascinated.
Last one, the check gets in the tap. Ooh,
I think he's in Florida. I believe I see Gators, Gator stickers on all of these cups. Oh, red going wide. I bet you that red smashes in and then gets rid of some of those there in the... I am ready to sports bet on this.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
So what do you think? Red, is it fucked or is it going to cause some damage? I think it's coming back and causing some damage.
I agree with that because it's too far off to the side. It's not gonna make its way all the way down.
the prime ball gets some extra love. The prime ball.
He did make it all the way
got a tenner
down.
off me. Red was fucked.
I thought he was going to pick up speed. That orange one's hanging on in the back, too.
We're down to 12. User 157 going purple. 7 Bama, 13 in the back. Mr. Clean in the back 3. The 6, the 4, the 5, top 3. Last ball gets the win. It's treadmill pool racing. The tap, Mr. Clean.
Let Mr. Clean.
Wax on, wax up. The swamp happened. The swamp happened. Chomp.
See that 13 held on, huh? Is that 13 or 7? I can't remember.
That's the 4, and then orange. Fuck, what is orange regularly? Is orange 7 regularly? So that would be 14, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Chomp. The Gators. The swamp happened tonight. We're down to 2 guys. It's the purple 4 Thanos. It's that 1-3 Mild Nacho. Solid stripe solids.
Mild Nacho.
The Cups don't care.
I'm rooting for Mild Nacho. Come on, 13.
Mild Nacho for you? All right, I'll go with Thanos. It's named Thanos. So it's like Homer betting on cheese the fastest. You can't take out Thanos, nacho cheese.
Who you guys picking? Who wants it? 4 Thanos. Trying to hold down that number 1 spot. 13 trying to get stripes back to back. Let's go. It's been a day or 2 there, for sure.
And he's now switched to little mini cups. Now that we get to the nitty gritty, it's a bit too much going with those big cups. He's dialed it in. We're down to the little teeny shot cups.
Out of control.
Mr. Clean, the tap, the push. Mild Nacho. It's going to get caught in the swamp.
That's all it
Thanos
took.
dug in a little deeper. Thanos pulls the W. Can I get that clicker? The Infinity Stone. The purple 4. The solids.
That was Dad over on TikTok. I'm not exactly sure what he calls that. Treadmill pool balls. But I was far more enthralled with that watching it this time. I could have gone for a second round.
Oh, okay. Real quick, I'll share this one. Because we're into marbles now. All right, we're into racing, right? I should say. I just spoiled it.
I think I might know what you have. Do I have that on my next billiard balls? That's the one we just saw. Son of a bitch! I haven't pulled it yet. This
is a shorter one, but it's just like a quick GP race.
And I believe I have. Yeah, that's yours. Right? Nope, that's mine. Remove, add,
Ah,
There's
you go.
yours.
Oh, yeah, I'll full screen it.
Let's get ready to roll.
I'm already rolling, man.
Oh, come on. There we go. Like, this guy goes all
So
out.
Charles Leclerc picks up his second win at the Albert Park circuit.
All right, come on. Pass the
3
stats.
years after.
And the
Oh,
graphics,
not that far in.
Side, Lando
like the coming back from commercial graphics.
Yeah, there's a whole
wow.
thing.
blank lead. Coming through the final turns to begin lap number 2. Charles Leclerc only lost one spot there, but it could have been
Up the
even
top,
more
coming back down.
disastrous. A good battle coming off of the conveyor belt there, and Leclerc
This
holds
is like
him
a
off for
short
now.
run,
Doohan's
too.
up to 5th.
This guy has
One of the Australians is
he has to
starting
have
to
a
make some
warehouse
moves.
dedicated
Let's
to
see if
this.
Jack, the rookie, can continue to wow this crowd. The lead
I
for
love
Lando
the crowd.
Norris has
I've
come
never
down.
seen the
Leclerc
crowd
holding
included
in
here.
second place. A brief peek over the shoulder.
Hey, I know there's
George
background
Russell
noise. He'll
getting by
cut
a
to him
jar.
and they'll
Ollie
cheer.
Behrman up into 5th. Fernando Alonso
there's-
down into 6th. Now Doohan has fallen to 7th. Hulkenberg in 8th. Stroll and Bortoletto
I'm trying to let him
rounding out the top
commentate too, but
10
he's like
next to
doing
two
like
Red Bulls.
legit
Hamilton
racing
briefly got
commentary.
by Verstappen and now goes tumbling back down the order. Look at how tight that mid-pack is. Great recovery here for Lando Norris. Once again, managing that gap, as we know he can do so well. 16
There's Olympics, there's team
on
names. This
order
guy goes
today.
all out. It's kind of fun.
We are already on lap number 4. Leclerc holding in second place and letting those battles develop behind. Russell and Behrman going back and forth. Now a bit of separation on the far end
I don't
of
want to
the
take up too
track.
much time
Third
on the
place,
marble run.
battle it out.
Lewis Hamilton,
That's-
with an excellent last couple of laps, just misses out on the podium, finishes behind his old teammate in 4th spot. Alonso in 5th. Ollie Behrman 6th in front of Hulkenberg, Doohan, Gasly, and Piastri.
He has team names for like the marble colors too. Like there's like
I
Blue
have seen
Galaxy
Charles
and there's
Leclerc
Midnights and stuff.
Picks up
Midnight
his
Black,
second win at the
Obsidian,
Albert Park
something.
circuit.
They're like you have team names. It's so strange.
3 years after his
Yeah, what I've seen
previous.
similar to this, nowhere on this level of
Standing on the
detail
podium
given.
alongside Lando Norris.
Look, dude's got a trophy,
Fighting
little
for
bottles of
last year.
wine.
Helped to give
Oh, and
McLaren
I don't know anyone in
the
F1
World
beyond
Constructors
Andretti.
Championship.
Crumb saying they
George
are
Russell
indeed
in
all
third.
named after F1 drivers.
And this has given us plenty to think
Nice.
about heading into this weekend's Australian Grand Prix. We are thrilled to be able to
What a-
bring it to you.
I don't know. I love it though. Like I'm fascinated with miniatures and stuff. I love that stuff. I don't know why, but
This one's for
with the
all
pool balls on the
marbles.
treadmill. Yeah. Good point.
And there's a bunch of those. I showed one last week. This week, did I? Nope, I haven't gotten that up there yet. The next one is trick shots. There's you'll see a lot of these in the final shot. The trick shots with with ping pong balls. But it takes them a long ass time to get these fun little trick shots that just goes by in a quick, like 10, 15 seconds.
It's just got a bucket of 100 of them next to him.
Okay, and you can kind of see it underneath the comments there. He's got the final place for it there on a rotating target, trying to get it down all those symbols into that cup. This is one more for the speedrunner fans. We're going to be here for a while.
Yep.
I kind of assumed this hoodie would give me superpowers. It's not really doing that right now.
Whereas the last guy, both the marble and the billiards on a treadmill,
What if I just like
that's more like
throw
a
them all at
sport.
once?
There's competition.
Yeah, see, this guy's just
I'm doing it
fucking
one more
doing
time,
powers.
and then I'm gonna just go for real. It's just ready?
I'm gonna go for real. But this is
And I'm done. All right.
there is a
Test it
game
out,
you can
why not?
buy. It's not like this, but it's called Kaponk, and it gives you cards. It's like tells you to bounce it down 2 stairs.
Okay.
Like you move the cup around, and you got to do trick shots around the house. Like bounce
He's,
it off 2 surfaces.
He's expert, Kaponk.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it turns into RNG once it gets inside that tube. Close.
Starting to sound a little like Frankie there. He's got a Frankie McDonald sound to him. Are you being chased by gorillas?
Or a
I love
tornado.
that random people have picked up on Frankie McDonald, and he'll just show up in people's compilations.
That's true. He's a pretty big internet star. There you go. Nope.
This tube is so rigged. So rigged.
No, once it's inside that thing, though, it's up to gravity, man.
Okay.
It's
He's
not
saying
a shot
it's
you
rigged.
can keep replicating. Yeah, rigged. He's
the one who rigged it. You just rigged it wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to learn from those carnies how to rig it for winning or losing in their case. That's what he did. He bought one from a carny. That one's RNG to lose most of the time.
Exactly. Especially even when you get it at home, there's no escaping carny magic.
So let's see what else do we have here. You know, oh shit, that is all our almost sports. Son of a gun. But I do have a little bit of country line dancing. This is one thing I don't like, country line dancing at all. But I can't look away from the people who do there's a bunch of live streams that I see of this, especially when you start giving everyone nicknames.
Like Flat Cat?
Course. Oh, we got a couple
Are they
of
line
cores
dancing
here.
to Mr. Blue Sky?
They are line dancing to Mr. Blue Sky.
Nice.
I first noticed our shapely former cheerleader here. Let's see, a big old leg tattoo. A couple of tall girls. Yeah, and 3 dudes up front. But look at their faces. Their faces are like expressionless. Like I'm usually smiling when I'm dancing. These people doing the boot scoot boogie right here, they're just doing the moves they learned, and the face is just nothingness.
Don't tell Flat Cat you don't like line dancing. I think she goes like twice a week. Like she's super into it. Not that not that everybody's going to remember who that is, but
I think I have some bad memories from being used as single mother bait by my dad at country line dancing.
oh, I mean, can you blame him?
It was it's some good bait. Here, look. Here is physical evidence that I have a child and I'm not neglectful of him. He's here right now. I'm neglecting the fact that he fucking hates this, but I am not neglecting him. And it's any dances with moves, dances with like I'm a freestyler. I learned that on a movie set. I can let the rhythm take me and really enjoy what I'm doing. But when I have to do these moves,
like a choreographed dance, yeah.
Which way to the bathroom?
I'm laughing at that girl. They're like walking around in circles. They're like, where do I go?
The bathroom's that way? No?
Is she going to start
Nope.
breakdancing? Tell me she's going to start breaking. That would be great.
It's not a pee-pee dance.
I was waiting for
really
like kangaroo dancing.
They don't like this song. Not a single person. Kind of getting almost like an upskirt if she wasn't wearing pants right there. I like these moves better than the country line dancing, honestly. It's her own moves.
Oh, there we go. We got some wrists.
Go for it, dude. Nope. When she makes the turns, it's very robotic. It's like her body only has, doesn't have the joystick, just the 4 directions there. It doesn't have the full 360 there on her dancing direction.
You can only go forward or left or right one at a time. Not both.
Yeah, she
no
doesn't
diagonals
have,
for you.
That's all she's got. No diagonals in this dance. Maybe she learned from square dancing, because you're dancing in square, right?
Good.
She's got hee-haw-tism.
Queen of the Drunken Barn Dance.
Thanks, Nimrod. So that's why I like her most of all. If you've got some of the tism, I'm gonna like you more than if you're normal, non-divergent in your neuros. Let's talk about this train schedule all night long. I feel like Will Ferrell.
Fascinated.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they keep going somewhere, but then they keep falling back down.
Not square dancing, but dancing like a square. As soon as she gets off, everyone else... Okay,
right,
now we can
on,
go back to the exact thing we were doing.
Was that like an Adult Swim type of situation where like everybody had to get out of the pool and then they let the 1 or 2 people swim a few laps? Like, all right, now your turn is over.
It's tard time on the dance floor.
I was trying to be polite, but yeah, that's right where I was thinking.
Let out your little sister you have
on
on a leash. Take that helmet off your big brother. It's tard time on the dance floor. I didn't put it together that way before you mentioned that of having slow adults only in their dancing, and I wish I had another one of those slow adult speed dating. It's been quite dry on that front. I was editing one earlier today. Nothing was salvaged, because when I see speed dating, sometimes I'll just screen record, put my phone down, and just come back, because it's always gold. Nope, not this last time.
I think you're going to have to wait till more summer months come along. May, June, July. Everyone will start getting, will be thawed out, and everybody will be out there trying to get something.
I'd like to see that on more formats. TikTok is so far the only place I've seen this awkward speed dating on the internet. That I don't know why, but thank you, TikTok weirdos, for bringing us speed dating with awkward folk.
And it works on that format. It's like, it doesn't seem like you could do that here on YouTube or on Twitter or anything like that. Like, there's not people just coming in and out that quick. Already set up with video.
That's what YouTube Shorts need to really give itself the edge. Get some speed dating over here. I'm certainly down for it. Let's see, which one of these do I want? Let's go with this one. Let's see what other people were doing on TikTok Live. This one I have entitled Buskers and something. Okay. So we get to see a few people busking their way around. You ever think about that instead of looking for a new job? Let's see how much busking pays.
I'll just stand out with a microphone and a speaker and just keep talking. Hey, just like I'll do stand-up busking. I'll stand on the corner and just insult people for money. Maybe that might work. I don't know.
I want to do this tour with Ray DeVito. Stand-up busking starring Ray DeVito. This is something I need in my life.
He would probably be up for that too. He seems like a good sport until it backfires in his face.
Ray, you get paid as much as you get tipped. This is tips only gig. All I've done is give you the idea. Throw me back 10% for giving you this idea to go busk on a random street corner with stand-up comedy.
You too.
He's got one of those playback machines. So he's playing with himself there in public.
He's faking.
He just looped some other guy. Just right above it. I really liked it when they had the little horsey here. I don't like riding this one as much. I put the quarter in, and then it starts poking me in my butt.
This guy's jamming out.
Oh my Lord, God bless you.
Uh-oh.
We're going now to the online begging. We've seen this guy before. His whole gimmick for a long time was picking things up for tips. In Principled Uncertainty's town, they just stand outside jobs with they at least do a gig. Boy, am I mushmouth today. That reminded me of a red light in Los Angeles. There was a homeless guy who started juggling the orange street cones, and then and I thought that was a pretty good way. If I'm homeless, I want to be an entertainer. Can I have a couple of bucks for doing this? I'm having fun, but I'd have a lot more fun in an air-conditioned room.
Yeah, and with the orange cones, you can really harass people for money, too, because they're huge. You can threaten, give me $1.
Luckily, he didn't get to that point in the day where he started getting deranged. He just put him down and, tips.
Oh, real quick, our Romani are like gypsies or something, I think. I'm not sure. I'm asking Principal Uncertainty, because I've only heard that a very few times mentioned.
I'm new with that term as
well.
Not
Roman, Romani. It's a whole different thing. It's like, I don't know what country though, and I don't want to dox anybody or, but yeah, the Romani are trouble. like the Irish pikey gypsies in Snatch. Better be
Mr.
careful.
Blue Sky is saying you are correct with the Romanis.
If I travel abroad or two. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing?
That dumb. There was a dumb joke on Luigi's show that I've been giggling at myself for making. There was some lady who was an expert. Her name was like Braude, and I was like, "Who's this broad?"
Brood.
I've been giggling at that dumb "Who's this broad" joke for longer than I should. There's some things I crack myself up, is what I'm saying.
She's German, broad.
And thanks for the dozen of you who I crack up from time to time too. Sorry for talking over. We've got to get in the same room one of these days. I think we'll figure out the flow.
Yeah, I think that would definitely help.
Dog, I love you. Apa guys?
Mama gigit nih.
Got a tip.
Thank you.
At RG PlayStation's Way Monopouse NYA.
He's on several platforms. That's something I've noticed, is that he's doing this to multiple platforms. So we don't always see the gifts that come in. Apparently not enough of a gift to have him lift anything up, but you get a little shimmy for that amount.
Thanks for the roses.
Makasih.
Roses. Roses.
Ada dia tadi.
So that
kita lagi top up.
the NPC trend has started to calm down. I think we've seen the naughty, the sexy substitute teacher a couple of times. That's revving the fuck up. I will have some more of those to show you soon, because there are a bunch of ladies who, you're a bad student. Don't flirt with your teacher. How dare you give your teacher roses? Usually they don't say it that much mouth. Roses. But
I was going to ask you too about the NPC thing.
The NPCs they're still around, but naughty teacher, that is really becoming the new trend that a lot of ladies are doing. In the Death Goth NPC, I haven't seen her in forever. She must be doing something else. Very disappointed to not see the Death Goth NPC.
I do like that one. I'll throw it on your grave. What is she doing? Peeling coconuts? Right? Like, is that what a coconut's inside? I don't know. What the hell is that?
Looks like a coconut to me. I don't know of any other fruit, any other food type that's like that.
Yeah.
Boy, I just started imagining our buddy James Rolfe, if this was shit mart. He's got a much easier way out of this day here to do some self-harm than the box cutter at shit mart.
Maybe I'll just throw myself on Spike.
She is doing that with dead eyes, like she's done that to humans, isn't she? Yeah, look at those eyes. Those eyes have seen some skulls go into that, and she's just reliving that every single work day. From a terrifying lady to a guy with a van full of puppies.
Is his van puppy powered, or is that like turning the wheels? We're gonna go somewhere?
That is the next step of this. His gas-powered vehicle, his van, can become partially puppy-powered. He's missing out.
We'll hook up some inverters to the treadmills and get it to charge batteries. You can have a full-on EV powered by dog.
That last lady did have 1,000 coconut stare. You're right, Nimrob.
She's seen way too many nuts in her life.
Looks like he got the peanut butter out. That other dog, that one dog's coming for it.
Whoa.
The old dog, he knows that trick. No, I'm not going to enjoy the peanut butter. Let the young'un lick the peanut butter. He don't know no better. What'd you call me?
Yeah,
that's what I thought she called me. This is the workout you want. You believe she's going to go coconut lady on you if you don't do what she wants with that stern. I just noticed the big old spotlight that we can see in the mirror. It's nice to see your thin, flat ass there in the mirror and to make sure we have technique. Yes, of course. That's what the mirror is for technique.
Speaking of those giant mirrors, I was watching Earl the other day, and he has a whole wall, like behind his couch. It's all that. It's like all mirrors. And I specifically asked him, I was like, did your place, was it owned by like a dancer or something before you? Because, that would make sense to me. Like, or a yoga instructor. Like they're doing it in front of their mirror at home to practice. No, it just makes the place look double the size.
I just installed it myself.
I think it came with the place, but yeah, he was like, I'm not getting rid of it.
That would take work to get rid of it, and it does make me it does fool my eye for a moment. Look how big my place is.
Yeah, especially out in California, like you had mentioned. You know, he's got a nice place, but it's a condo, and it's 7 figures, easy.
ขึ้นสิวะ
Yeah, if you want to own a house, yeah, you might not want to live in Los Angeles. You can own a house, just not there.
ขมิบหรือยัง
He's in West Hollywood too. That's great.
Oh, that's like some of the most expensive. The gays, they cleaned West Hollywood up very nice. That big population of, same with San Francisco, where you have the densest population of gay people. They have made things all spick and span and purdy, and it's expensive as fuck.
ท้องเองเขมวด้วย มาโวยไปโวยกลมสิโวยเอาเงยสิวะ อีกทีเองฮึบ ฮึบ
Oh, E.T., she's looking forward to our next episode of A Movie Making Nerd, which I'm pretty far ahead. I really enjoyed these past chapters for none of the reasons the author intended.
Great. Oh boy.
I had an extra lot of fun of pulling the clips to go along. I'm gonna have to post the mountain one just separately. The Cinemassacre Truth subreddit would really enjoy that.
คราวนี้เอามือไปหลังนะลูก ออกเช้าหรือเย็นดีคะ ทั้งเช้าทั้งเย็นเลยลูก แต่ถ้าเกิดต้องเลือกนะ แม่เลือกแต่เช้าให้
Oh, she knows this. I heard her call us hacks. She's familiar with our work. I'll have to look that up, Principled Uncertainty. I'm unfamiliar with Adam Curtis. A suggestion to check out some Adam Curtis documentaries. And now that I've said it a couple of times, one of us will remember it when we're bullshitting after the show. Adam Curtis.
ร่างกายตื่นตัวทั้งวัน แต่ถ้าให้เลือกอีกนะ แม่ต้องเลือกตอนเย็นเพราะกินมาทั้งวันแล้วเอา
Now I'm just getting a look at the face on this one in the background. She also very much Thousand Coconut stare on her.
บ้างเอาออกเช้าเย็นมันคือศัตรูเรา ยกแขนอย่างนี้นะลูกนะ แต่แอนตูดไป
She had a filter on. Her face was starting to... She had some sort of filter
really?
on. Yeah, let me back up just a couple of seconds. It was really spurging out there, her filter, kind of like puffing her face up for a moment.
ยกแขนอย่างนี้นะลูกนะ แต่แอนตูดไป
Oh yeah, I saw it that time.
I met them guys though.
This guy, no filter.
No filter?
No.
2.
This guy's been locked up.
It
100%,
looks like
100%.
prison talk. Somehow prison talk exists. It looks like fast energies here might be on the inside.
It's an interesting thing. 10 on deck. You know, I even met those Amish mafia guys. You guys ever see that? They even made that Discovery Channel bottle. Those beard cutting mafia guys.
Too. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over that guy, but
The Amish beard guys?
no, what were we? I can't remember now because it all runs together. But somebody mentioned the Amish. Might have been on Bobby Fran's show, but yeah, in Ohio, I know for sure there was a cocaine bust, like a horse and buggy cocaine bust. Like, dude was on the freeway. Like, the Amish are like, they're operating on their own level now. I think the no electricity is all a ruse now.
I know the young Amish. I've seen videos where, like underneath a bridge, there's a guy who will sneak them burner phones and things they're not allowed to have underneath the loose brick right here. Yeah, this guy here, this is how he passed the day in prison. There is a lot of downtime in prison. So if he's on I don't believe that light fixture you would see on the inside. He appears to be on the outside, but he still doesn't. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He likes working out. This is all the game is. 10 push-ups. Boom.
Shout out to Jebediah if you're watching, man. Hope you're doing well. Right?
Him and Jebediah, they made some toilet bowl gin for sure on the inside. Principled Uncertainty giving us a little overview of Curtis with Adam Curtis. Watch Curtis's Bitter Lake. It will wreck your world. I remember the documentary. Oh shit! Take it over. I might remember it.
10 on deck. Amish Mafia.
The Zeitgeist. That's what it was. The Zeitgeist commercial documentary that what did it have? It had a 9/11 segment. It had a religion segment. Once they got to Jesus, it was like the punchline of a joke going over how he's exactly the same as all of the other deities. They actually had two sequels to that too. I kind of vaguely remember them.
I remember the first one the most. I did watch the second one, and if there's a third one, I did not see it. The second one seemed like it was by different people, or maybe it was just, had more funding and was cleaned up. But yeah, that is one of those things that you watch and you're like, holy shit. Like, it all makes sense, but if you really organize it, it's like, oh yeah, of course that's what's happening. Like,
I forget
it's
if
not
it was
necessarily
a
a conspiracy.
Or third one that was saying, here's how society could be. First, we need to get rid of money. Oh, well, we're all going to die before that. The people who like the money, they are going to kill the shit out of the no money people. That is for damn sure.
Yeah, I got this impending doom from that right there. Like, I'm just waiting for, like a big sweep to come through poor America.
Or we might get the aliens taking us away. We'll get to that next. We've got an update on the aliens.
The beard cutting guys. 5. Dun, dun, dun. I was just...
How if it is indeed the guy from Disturbed, Captain Miserable, sounds like he's really lost the wah. That's all he's got is da da da.
That's all I remember from Disturbed.
Yeah, I just heard a commercial. For them. They're on tour. Wah!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a radio commercial promoting the venue. Get some tickets. Maybe the radio station. Call in. Be caller 907.
I thought you were going to tell me like Chevy or Ford released a new car and they're using Disturbed's music in their auto ad. At least they're touring. That's better. They're not. And thank you for the uncertainty.
We should hear more from Richard Cheese's cover, the Lounge. Shut up, come on, get down with the sickness. I've got to listen to that again.
Gangster rap too, like a lot of those.
He does Lounge with gangster rap. I forget if Richard Cheese does the "No, mommy, don't do it again" or not. That would be a fun addition to the Lounge version. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Some people analyzing, hey, remember that metal song where his mom came and started kicking the shit out of him halfway in between? Yeah.
Getting into the tree work, and we talk.
Now this guy,
what I'm talking about.
You can go give him a buck. I forget if it's Columbus or Cleveland. But he is somewhere in your neck of the woods. You could set up on the corner right away from him with your busking stand-up and give him a hi. Columbus, there it is. Bobby Ray,
Columbus.
Kazoo Man, busking on the sidewalk in Columbus, capital letters, every day.
Yep. The sidewalks look a little different. They're newer in Columbus. It's a little clean for Cleveland.
Of course, Cleveland is dirty.
buck in my bucket for good luck. And the Oscars, good luck in a bargain for a buck. If you care to share a share of your prosperity, chuck the buck in my good luck bucket. I wish you luck, I guarantee. Chuck the buck in my bucket for good luck. And the Oscars, good luck in a bargain for a buck.
I don't know why that jogger makes me giggle. It's the whole just not giving him a damn. I'm in my own world here.
Dude's in the zone. He's like, I got my heart rate up. I got to stay moving.
I cannot stop to talk to Jethro slow. Not at all, Captain Miserable.
When that chariot rings low, don't forget to duck. And just in case it's not a waste, chuck a buck in my bucket for luck. No, it's not a waste to just in case, chuck a buck in my bucket for luck. Chuck a buck in my bucket for luck.
At least this dude's very up-tempo. I like it. Was that him?
That was him. Yeah, that was his phone vibrating on us.
Hopefully that was an email from PayPal.
If I was of the mind pattern of Anthony Cumia, I might make a joke of how we can see the two men that are about to jump him and take all his bucks.
I just watched a clip of his on Twitter. Yeah, he's back to being Anthony Cumia on the radio.
He's getting paid to
Without missing a beat.
let out those views that he was fired for. We are on conservative talk radio. You got to go pretty far to be too far, Anthony.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, apparently we missed Elegant Elliot often, right? I'm going down and jogging down the streets of Columbus, right? What's the worst thing a woman can hear after blowing Willie Nelson? I'm not Willie Nelson. Thank you, Nimrob, for some fun old, truly tasteless jokes. I want to get an alien update. I think I've only had this woman on the show, or featured this woman on the show once before. The first time I saw her, she said, the aliens are coming, the motherships will be visible, and that's still what she's talking about. The aliens kick the can down the road. So I'm curious. Well, also the fact that she may be schizophrenic, one of those happy schizophrenics that are talking to the aliens inside of her head in a weird alien language, and she's communicating that to us. So, yeah, I'm not sure if she's a fraudster or a schizo. It's one of the two. Or she's really talking to aliens.
As I was going to say, it sounds like she's a member of the Bob Dobbs Church of the Subgenius. Pretty normal to me.
She might be. She hasn't mentioned Bob Dobbs
Just waiting
by
for
name.
X Day.
But I'm fascinated, and I've also come to realize that the aliens coming to take us up is like agnostic, Left Behind. The fuck, what's it when Jesus comes back?
Rapture.
The rapture. This is like agnostic rapture of what would be really great is if a higher being recognized us and led us up. So agnostic rapture. We're gonna hear how that's going from Emily E. Eaton here. Emily H. Eaton. Doggo is ready to hear from Emily H. Eaton. He wants his symbol.
In my last video, I shared a message from the Galactic Federation in which they said that motherships would be visible in the sky this weekend and it would be all over the media. And here we are on Monday morning and no ships.
The first time that she made this that I've seen was in the middle of February. The aliens, they're coming. So this is her favorite gag. The aliens are coming. They told me they're coming.
And now they're not. They're just not showing up. Oh man, I feel like her parents were divorced and her dad left, and he's like, he'll be back. And then instead of that, now it's transferred in. The aliens are coming to return. Some serious, yeah, you're right. So there's some serious mental problem. There's something going on.
And if you would like to leave this Earth for a much better realm, they will take you up to their mothership.
I asked them why, and they gave me a new message to share with you.
Okay, she goes on for like 2-3 minutes about negative comments. I didn't find it fun enough to keep in, so that's what we're missing here. Because it sounds like she's getting right to the message. The aliens, and then, so in other words, trolls, easy target. Emily H. Eaton here. She will talk about those negative comments.
Yeah, as soon as you said she's going on about it for minutes, I was like, uh-oh. You can't ignore
the negative comments that I did see generally fell into two categories. People who accused me of lying to you, and people who accused the aliens of lying to me. The first one's easy. I am not lying to you, period. I shared exactly what they asked me to share, and as I always have. But let's talk about the second accusation that the aliens were lying to me. For any of you who also communicate with aliens, you know that it's not just possible to be lied to, it's likely to happen. Aliens are tricky.
They're tricky? I don't think you're dealing with aliens.
Sounds like she's talking to alien Richard and Sal. They're just fucking with her. They've gotten bored of fucking with other aliens. Like, these aliens fucking with her are Richard and Sal fucking with Gary the Conqueror. Sorry, YouTube won't let me say Gary's original name. Or will it? If I just drop it to Tard. Either way, aliens fucking with us. Just remember, we are the dummies. We are the... We're not going to win. The only way to win this alien game is to not play.
Their leadership is organized into darkness and light, who are designed to contrast each other. They are organized into 12 districts who often disagree with each other. And they have a history of battling each other, physically and otherwise. Their mind games are as advanced as their technology. So could the aliens have been lying to me about that message? Absolutely. Which is why I validated the message many times with several of the individual aliens I work most
I'm curious if she's on a first name basis with these aliens. Are they just aliens? Like if we showed up to Mars, we would just be aliens to them. We wouldn't be like, they didn't explain to her like, oh, we're from X planet, we're Earthlings, or whatever the equivalent would have been.
She gives them names. Last time, 2K and I had a blast with the name Cest. It sounded like she was saying incest.
Yeah. Okay.
Alien incest rather than alien cest. Oh, that's why alien cest. That's how we got to alien incest with the word play.
Yes, so... I see that. That can't be real. This lady's faking it. I don't know. She might be.
I think she could be schizophrenic. I think she's one of those type of schizophrenics where sometimes the voices say positive things.
Closely with, as well as the entire collective together. So yes, they could have been lying to me, but I confirmed that they weren't. So I shared the message as requested. So today I asked the Galactic Federation to give me a message for you in response. And as usual, they sent me the message telepathically. I translated it into words on my iPad, then confirmed my interpretation with them. And now it's ready for you. Here's what they have to say to us today.
All right, that was a lot of preamble. We're about 2 minutes into this video. I think we were about 5 or 6 minutes into what she actually posted. So not one for brevity.
Our last message was accurate at the time we shared it. We were in full agreement and we were fully prepared. But when it came time to execute the plan, Prime Creator decided against it. The council members and district representatives tried our hardest to convince him, but failed.
This is starting to remind me of the political talk in The Phantom Menace. Sounds like they have a galactic council just like in the Phantom Menace going on here.
That's what I mean. Like, no, go ahead, keep going. I'll interrupt.
They voted
later.
against. Show us the validity of why we should go down to planet Earth. We're getting the evidence. Delay the motherships coming to Earth.
So, like, she keeps saying Galactic Federation. I know there's both in Star Trek and Star Wars, there's some type of something like that. But my favorite one has always been Dupe, the Democratic Order of Planets.
yeah, the Futurama
This
version.
lady, this lady's from Nylar 4. She's a yarn person trying to confuse and disseminate misinformation so that way we're always distracted. I'm not buying this lady. Get out of here. She's the alien.
He had changed his mind, and we could not move forward without his agreement. So for now, our auxiliary craft and orbs will continue to get more active, but the motherships are being held back from visibility until Prime Creator decides the time is right. Until then, we will continue to increase the visibility of the smaller ships and orbs and support you telepathically if you ask us to. Prime's Creator...
Okay, she's mentioned this before, that we can communicate with the aliens if we would like to. Maybe I just haven't been doing it right. Maybe I don't have that special telepathic gift to communicate with the aliens, but so far nothing with me.
Well, that's because you're not your own grandfather.
If I was missing the Delta brainwave, you're right. That would do it.
Now I'm into Futurama references. Also, real quick, principal uncertainty. There's a lot to be argued with that too. Sci-fi is dead based because nobody sees a positive future. There was a big shift in the type of sci-fi, in like the 70s and 80s. It went from being like that 1950s, we're going to the Mars and the moon and everything, where it's straight up that voice, and to Star Trek, which was still kind of positive. They were trying to do things, and Next Gen, they were still trying to do things, but a lot of stuff became like super grimdark, and it was Event Horizon. It was like more sci-fi horror, alien, that kind of thing. And cyberpunk is a very bleak science fiction genre. Everybody's poor but has cool shit.
Even Deep Space Nine, that would be Gene Roddenberry would have hated Star Trek Deep Space Nine because that was a show all about war. We meet these aliens from the other side of the galaxy and war. No, Gene Roddenberry wouldn't not be happy. It does appear that Nimrod has heard a few things from the aliens, and they are sending financial support to Ukraine.
Zelensky is an alien confirmed.
Assures us that there will be a time for motherships to uncloak themselves, but that time has not come yet. The important thing to know is that we are here already, even if you can't see us. We are here to help you, especially those of you who feel hopeless. If you want us to help you, you do not have...
Wait a minute. I think we just saw the real her for a moment there. For those who feel hopeless, that was her talking to herself right there. This is... I'm totally on the different hand. You say fraud, I say schizophrenic, who really wants to believe this.
Hopeless. If you want us to help you, you do not have to wait for us to become visible. We are here in the sky, ready and waiting to help you individually and collectively as you prepare to transition to New Earth. So that's the message for today. I'm sorry that this weekend did not go the way we were hoping, but it doesn't mean the motherships won't appear. It just means that they aren't here yet.
They're just not here yet. Santa Claus will deliver your presents. He's on his way. Okay, we'll keep waiting.
The Easter Bunny is... It isn't a physical bunny, no, but the spirit of the Easter Bunny. Don't you enjoy all of those eggs that you go to find? Stop asking.
I'm sorry, I saw Jerry Lahane said that right there. I was like, oh, let's... Dylan is an excellent interviewer. And
well, I've
probably could set
attempted
that
it
up
at
soon.
least. I don't know if I'm excellent, but I have attempted it. I do catch myself still way too often being a bit stutter fucky. But better. See, there it goes right there. So I don't know if you could qualify me as good, but I am one.
We'll start there.
All right. I want to revisit. We just revisited our alien lady. I want to revisit King Nobody.
Oh.
I've covered him on co-host Audition. I went over one of his video in detail of how he tried and failed to get to climax at a whorehouse and still couldn't make it happen. We have this video. I saw a woman I just met's butthole. An unwieldy title there, but I want to hear about a woman who you just met's butthole. Awkward
An
encounter.
OnlyFans. Oh God.
Yeah,
the OnlyFans anime cosplay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's. Yeah, I'm ready to get into that.
I do love me a cosplay girl. That they have got. You put on different outfits. It's sexy. They don't stop at just the regular ones either, of like sexy nurse and just, who would have thought of a sexy Waluigi? But it's oh fuck. Now I've got to pull up sexy Waluigi. I don't know if you've seen sexy Waluigi, but she
I have not seen. I have not seen that specifically, but I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's. I'm sure there's going to be. Oh, Bowsette. That's one of the other ones that was like a super sexy cosplay. Nintendo don't like Bowsette,
no,
which is
they don't.
Peach's Princess Peach and Bowser's daughter or something. And yeah, they're not having it.
Velma cosplay completely Captain Miserable. No one cosplays at Daphne. It's always sexy Velma that they're cosplaying at. And Velma herself was fucking hideous in the original Scooby-Doo series.
You don't see any Daphnes, do you?
Yeah, there's no Daphnes at cosplays. Maybe you'll find a couple or a group playing as Fred and Daphne or the whole darn group, but not a solo Velma. You will find all over the place. And yeah, I want to fuck a sexy version of that ugly girl. I've thought that many times, actually.
Yeah.
You have what I want here, not here. I really want the sexy version of you.
I'll help you find your glasses. Start crawling around.
Hey, nobody's. It's me.
Oh boy.
I just pictured a Conolingus scene of digging out her glasses. And then, since we're doing that, you might as well go all the way. It might be in his hole, so Velma's got to peg him to find her glasses.
I can feel they're in there. I'm telling you, I swear. I didn't sit on them.
That is correct. Nimrod, remember for 2 months when we last saw King Nobody, he was going inward.
Oh, no.
That was a little misunderstanding we had of how he was saying that his penis went inward. It didn't get huge.
Quite the opposite.
No. It went inside him.
Inward.
We kind of misunderstood when his penis went all inward on us.
Oh, no.
It's me here once again. I got my co-host, Mr. Nobody, with me. And today I got a weird story for you. It's a pretty weird story. So I have this little group of friends who live several states
and that's all my
away
friends, just the little group.
from me. And a couple weekends a year, I will fly over and visit these friends. They're all a bunch of nerds like me. And we'll basically just like go to conventions together, like anime conventions and stuff. And I'm not really much of an anime fan, but I mainly just go just to,
I'm fascinated by in-camera cuts like that. He got off on something there where it was like, no, got to make it shorter. And I hate those.
And I'm not really much of an anime fan, but I mainly just go just to, get out of the house and have a social
I hate those cuts.
life for a couple weekends a year.
I've actually done that before. Where what was it? I was doing the Stuttering John Shuley Detractor show fucking a long time ago. I would pre-record those and do the whole thing the entire way through. It was an artistic choice. I didn't want any stupid fucking cuts like that. I would do like upwards. Sometimes I got it in 2. Sometimes I would fuck up right towards the end, and I'm like, God damn it! It would take me 6 damn times because I was just so anal retentive about having those fucking cuts where it's me, and then I'm over here because I made an in-camera cut.
Right. No, you're just trying to get it all in one shot. There's Melton covers a guy, Ty Rivera, and he's like the gayest stand-up in the world or something. And he does that. It's brutal. Like I feel like, and there's zooms on it too. Like sometimes they zoom in and they're tight and it's another quick cut to something else.
I've heard some of the audio of people goofing on Ty Rivera. I've missed out on that special aspect that I would hate how it looks too.
Oh yeah. No, you're not missing anything. It'll drive you crazy.
No, he is not cosplaying, Kip Smith. This is just who he is. This man's natural form is Dwight Schrute.
It's nice. And, I'll get a big hotel room and people hang out there and I'll order pizza for everyone. And it just gives me an opportunity to live like a normal human being for a couple weekends a year. Anyway, one of my friends in this group is this a nice young woman named Taylor. And Taylor, one year,
Nice young woman. Okay, I believe that. I believe she is a large woman. I was going to try to make a joke contradicting what he said. I'm going to say she is a rather large woman.
Years ago, asked me if she could bring a friend up to my hotel room because I was ordering pizza for everyone. And I said, sure. So, we're all in the room. I ordered the pizza and she leaves, comes back about 10 minutes later. And, she has this stunningly gorgeous woman with her. She's like one of these anime cosplay girls who does like modeling and stuff. And she comes into the room and she's in one of her like cosplays. And I don't know what she was cosplaying as because I don't really watch a whole lot of anime, as I said before.
You're lying.
But she was a rather revealing.
Just by looking at him, we're profiling this motherfucker. Stop lying.
You would have. Oh, that's so and so from season 3 in Titanfall or whatever. Anime's popular now. One Piece, maybe? I don't know.
I could believe that he's so lame. He's actually missed out on some of the lame things that become cool. All of his interests are just universally lame. So I believe him. I don't think he ever got into anime when it was completely lame, and now it's starting to become cool to a certain part of the population. I think what he likes is just universally lame.
Healing outfit she was wearing, and I don't mean to sound crude, but she had a very large pair of eyes. She had a large pair of eyes. And she had huge. She comes into the room and
look at him making jokes there. This guy is trying to be like a stand-up, so that was an editing joke there. I'll give him a golf clap.
Yeah, well. Also, I agree with A. Smith. Ninja Scroll was a really good movie to watch.
I'll have to throw that on the list. I'm unfamiliar with Ninja Scroll. Captain Miserable's cosplay is Annoyed, who fucks up everyone's pizza. I would love to do that and just give him $20 afterwards. Sorry, had to be done. There was a Mr. and Mrs. Wayne, Bruce's parents, that would go to a cosplay, and every Batman they saw, they would lie down dead next to him. I enjoy those cosplays where you have a little element you can act out.
You'll see that at conventions from time to time too. Sometimes 2 different people will be playing the opposite of each other, and then they'll just like kind of improv a little scene. That's one thing I never got into, was doing that. I wish I had more creativity for that.
Well, now I want to go cosplay as James Rolfe and just be terrible off the cuff.
Oh man, that's easy for me to do.
You got nothing? Great. You are completely in character.
She had a large pair of eyes, and she had huge. She comes into the room, and
Yep. Look at him being silly there. The eyes were going to be the tits, but nope.
Oh, they're all out there now. What a goof!
I tend
this
to be
guy's so weird. I'm still on the fence if he's making these stories up or not. I don't know.
I believe I may be a rube, just like I thought the alien lady believes her own bullshit. I believe these are very factually accurate. He's adding jokes here and there, but I think this is quite accurate.
Really awkward and nervous around people, but especially like really pretty women. So I didn't really say a whole lot to her. I just kind of went like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was like, "Hey," back to me, and we just kind of like stood around each other in silence. And she was, pretty shy and quiet in general. Besides Taylor, she didn't really talk to anybody else in the room. Just very meek and shy. And
well, as far as I know, there's only 3 people in the room
for a couple hours.
Yeah, we're there. He said his group of friends. It's kind of like ambiguous how many people are in this room with his group of friends. That the one lady friend found a hot one and was like, "Fucking bash her on the head already. I brought her in here for a reason."
Yeah, no kidding. He's doing the wrong guy thing. You're supposed to ignore the larger lady and go right for the hot one and make the other one feel ignored and uncomfortable. And then when the hot one turns you down, you go back to her.
And he's already been turned down by the fat one. He has
really?
a pre-existing relationship with the larger one. We don't know if she's fat.
Okay.
That's a detail I just filled in.
It's a fact now. We're running with it. It's been said enough times. Sorry,
hours, and she left. And yeah, that's pretty much all there was to that. And yeah, it was pretty awkward. Right on brand for me. Anyway.
Damn it, he stopped there for a moment. I thought he found an anchor. He's still getting us all seasick, just like Principled Uncertainty.
He's
I fly home the next day.
Every video, if this is a character, I don't believe it is. This is him.
And my friend Taylor, she posts on Facebook about what a great time she had, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I posted a reply on her status where I was like, "Hey, it was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting your friend. I had a great time." And about an hour later, I get a like on that comment. And I go on Facebook and see who liked the comment. And I look at the profile picture, and the person in the profile picture looked familiar. So I clicked on it, and it was Taylor's friend, the cosplay girl she brought into the room. Like, oh, okay. And, I noticed that in her little bio section, she had like a link to a website. So I clicked on it, and I clicked on this link, and it sent me to a web page that had a list of other links. Like it showed her Instagram and her TikTok. And the last link on this list of links was for her OnlyFans. And
he's edited this. What the fuck is this last minute? Why couldn't you cut all this out? Do a take 2. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what he's saying. Maybe he's cutting out material that didn't work. But I'm not sure.
It's been white noise for me for the past minute or so. I thought this was best to do in co-host audition style, but Jesus, do I need to cut this down even more, Mr. Nobody? King Nobody, I apologize.
King Nobody. No, he took us down his social media links to find this woman's OnlyFans. He couldn't just say he was on the internet, found her OnlyFans, and now I seen her butthole.
I met this lady. So much of a shorter story. It didn't need to go through this whole. Nope, I didn't just seek out her OnlyFans because I saw her and then just started looking. Just be a person. In the background, actually, he calls that Mr. Nobody, the Flat Stanley version of himself, of King Nobody. Mr. Z is Mr. Nobody.
And I saw this link to her OnlyFans. I'm just like, you know, I really shouldn't click on this. I really shouldn't. I totally did, but I knew that I shouldn't. But I did it anyway, because why the hell?
Captain Miserable isn't Flat Stanley Chad Zumach's brother's name.
Or not. I don't know. So anyway, I click on it, and I see that she has subscriptions to her OnlyFans for $13.99 a month. And I'm just like,
isn't there a $4.99 level?
You know what? I'm not going to be a complete loser and spend a whole $13.99 on a...
Yep. Here we go. We're going to have a singular video that is like $2.99, and he's going to get a series of those.
1 month subscription.
No, he's going to go straight to Google and put in blah, 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 OnlyFans leaked, and then just get them for free.
That's how I saw Roma Army sucking her boyfriend's cock.
I think that's how people got Keanu's. On Hey Tiff.
Even after you said that, I've got no urge to see that.
No, I mean, that's...
I should have a morbid curiosity, but I don't.
You know, so I didn't. I spent 3 times that for a 3-month subscription because I wanted to go full bore with my online patheticness. And
he tripled down. He paid $27.99.
Yeah, he just saw her. So this gets him a very hard. This isn't just some OnlyFans lady. This is some OnlyFans lady he was breathing the same oxygen as. That is fucking boing.
Yeah, he might be able to get a deal on used bathwater.
And wow, I looked at these pictures of her and I just felt sorry for her because she's like a really tiny girl. Like she was like maybe 5'2" at the most. And she's got like these 2 giant, like massive out of proportion things that she's got to carry around on her chest. And I'm
no. Gosh darn it. Look at this little 4'9" girl with these triple D tits. Gosh darn it. I'm stuck into paying for this for 3 months. And Kip Smith believes that she was 12.
That's not okay.
And I'm looking at those things uncensored, and I just felt sorry for her because I just know that carrying those things around, she's going to have some hardcore sciatica when she gets older. I wasn't turned on at all. I was like, man, she's going to have some sciatica going on. It made my sciatica act up just...
What the fuck is sciatica? Sorry.
My sciatica is acting up. I've heard that quote somewhere. So just back problems is as much as I can relate that to. Captain Miserable is pointing out that her tits were so out of proportion that they were perfect.
Both Kip and Mr. Z are treading into Kumia country.
And Tiff has a little more knowledge on sciatica. Doesn't affect your sciatica, stupid.
Spinal pain nerves. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay, spinal nerves.
Just looking at them, because, you know, I used to weigh almost 400 pounds, and back then I had a pretty good rack myself, so I know what it's like to carry around that shit like that, and it's painful. So, anyway, I look at these pictures, felt super weird about it, and then I didn't look at them again until like a week later. I get an email saying that I got like a message from her on OnlyFans, and it was one of those like mass message send things. Unlock pictures of my kitty for $8. And,
Mr. Z was just asking about that. I think I can oblige.
I don't know why I thought this, but I assumed she meant like her pet cat, like why is she like showing?
No, you didn't think that.
Nobody did.
Mr. Z is like, no, don't you dare look at pictures of her kitty. Not on this side, for fuck's sake. I've actually gotten a bunch of Facebook ads with women breastfeeding their young children, and I started documenting this. So of course the algorithm realizes that I'm taking my time on this, and they're just sending me more egregious titty shots with a baby there nearby.
Just latched on.
There was a YouTuber who got taken down for her pornographic breastfeedings. It was, yeah, she was obviously doing it for pervs, and you're allowed to show educational breastfeeding on YouTube, but she was catering to the pervs. They took her ass down.
Oh man, that's weird. Dad, you shouldn't be involving your child in work like that.
Showing pictures of her pet cat for $8. There must be something special about these pictures if she's selling them for $8. My curiosity got the best of me, and I spent the $8, and I saw the pictures. Wasn't a cat. I had no idea at the time that women often refer to their downstairs orifice as their kitty.
What languages do you speak that you've never heard that referred to before? Is it just her vajayjay, her hoo-ha? Do you call it a hoo-ha?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like there's no man on the planet Earth that has never heard the P word for vagina, and understanding that there's a correlation between that word and kitty. Everybody's heard pussycat, everybody's heard kitty, and everybody's heard all of it. And there's no way no way that would I buy that he's like, oh, a kitty picture. He knew exactly what it was. He's not fooling me.
And the question that Tiff is asking, is this comedy? He tries to do comedy bits. This is him like not having the courage to do stand-up comedy in front of people. So he's doing stand-up adjacent. What he would take to an open mic here on YouTube for us all.
He's doing open mic material in front of his phone in his 2-bedroom.
You're going to have to pipe it down there, Rue. Mr. Z pointing out you talk more than OJ.
But I do now. In hindsight, it was probably pretty stupid of me to assume that it was like pictures of a cat. But, live and learn, I guess. I know now. And let me tell you, as shy as she was when I had her in the room that one time, you would never guess that she was shy at all with these pictures that I unlocked. I mean, she was like spread eagle down there.
Oops, sorry, kitty.
And, I saw the inside of her orifice. And there were 4 pictures of this set.
Cut.
And the first 3...
He said orifice and then cut it. So was he like laughing at his own joke? Was that that's another thing I have about comedy. Like, words themselves aren't always punchlines. Like, yes, underpants is funnier than underwear, but underpants isn't a punchline.
Just references. That was another thing. There for a while, random people just thought references equal joke. Actually, that's in my review for the AVGN movie. It does. There's so many times, like at the end, I have it in all capitals. Reference, not equal, joke.
Yeah, and
funny word, not punchline.
Right. I don't know. It's supposed to be funny just based on pure sound, but there's no context. There needs to be a context too, to beef it up. I'm sort of looking forward, but at the same time dreading that AVGN movie. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
We should we should take that to the Rumble watch along. To watch that's an event. You need some extra people in the room to make sure that you press continue on life.
I decided to press continue.
I saw the inside of her orifice, and there were 4 pictures of this set, and the first three showed her cooter, and the fourth one showed her booty hole. And I wasn't expecting that. She charged $8 to have people see that. $8 to see this girl's booty hole. If I were to post something like that.
So does she never show her asshole on the regular feed? Because he said that he's paid 3 months, and then there's this message, $8 more for a kitty and a manhole. No, manhole doesn't work for butthole.
No, it does not.
I'm wondering what that $13.99 gets you if buttholes aren't included. That's a pretty lame $13.99 to be all Japanese, gonna censor out the pubic hair and penis around here.
Mr. Z gets it. For $8, you better poop on my chest.
That personally, it would be like millions. Like I would need literal millions to post shit of that if it were me online. And she's doing it for like the price of like 2.5 gallons of gas. So yeah, anyway.
2.5 gallons of gas. Yeah, he might have cracked himself up there to where he needed to make a cut to recover. And no, you're missing out here. It's multiple people that are paying her 2.5 gallons of milk. In the end, she's going to have like a whole pallet of milk.
Yeah, eggs. Eggs are the new equivalent. We're like, oh, there's 4 dozen eggs. Wow.
$13 to get you in the door. $13 for boobies. Anything else? Playboy, $13. And then there will be some penthouse extras a la carte.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's well put. A la carte.
I saw her orifices. I felt even weirder than I did already, and I just didn't really think about it. I didn't like go back there since. But about a year later, I went to another con and went and flew down and visited my friends. And I'm at the con, and I went to go meet up with Taylor at the con, and she had her friend with her once again. She had Butthole Girl, and once again, it was like really awkward.
All right. Now, that in a stand-up act, having a character named Butthole Girl, actually, good. The whole leading up to calling her Butthole Girl, no, but having someone in your story called Butthole Girl, I'm for it in your stand-up.
Yeah, make me interested. Awkward. And Butthole Girl makes me interested. It's mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
That's like a wordplay. That's good for some giggles. Butthole Girl isn't your punchline, but it's a nice little giggle on your way to the punchline.
Each other, didn't really say anything except hi and just awkward silence. And it was even more awkward for me because I had just about a year prior paid to see her holes, her disgusting orifices, and she didn't know it. But
it's not disgusting if you do an enema beforehand. You want to get some baby wipes if you're just doing a little rim job. Baby wipes are fine. But yeah, you do want the home enema. It's kind of nasty. And being an OnlyFans girl, she should have done that.
Keep it clean, ladies.
I knew that I did it, and yeah, it's kind of weird. Being next to someone whose body you've seen every square inch of, and they don't know it, even though they put it out there and charge people to do it and make money. It's still weird. It's a weird feeling. And yeah, we're at this con, and they're like little kids, like going up to her asking if they could get their picture taken with her, and like their parents are taking.
Imagine that. Someone who has sex taking pictures with kids.
Did he mention who she was dressed up as?
This is a different time. He did not mention. The first time he said some anime girl. He did not mention here this second time.
Taking the pictures, and it's very surreal seeing like families get their picture taken with a girl who sells pictures of her butthole online for the price of a cheap breakfast at Denny's. Like, I'm just imagining parents.
Yeah, see,
like,
he is cracking
wondering,
himself
oh,
up.
I wonder who this girl.
Yeah, that was. Let's go back to see that punchline.
The cheap
that
breakfast at Denny's. Yeah, that needed work. Hi, dog.
We're so close, doggy dog. Just a little bit longer of this fool, some plugs, and then you can go outside, doggy dog.
Sells pictures of her butthole online for the price of a cheap breakfast at Denny's. Like, I'm just imagining parents like wondering.
He likes that. Yeah, he maybe had a list of what that was. That seeing her butthole cost 2.5 gallons of milk, a breakfast at Denny's. So this is. I'd like to hear him just rattle off all the things it cost for her butthole.
See, and the thing is with that one, it didn't need to be a meal at Denny's. He needed to be more specific. If he would have used a funny dish name like Moon's Over My Hammy or one of the other goofier ones, I can't think of any. I haven't been to a Denny's in ages.
It's cheaper than Grand Slam at Denny's. It's an
right,
infield
and that's the
double.
classic one. Right. Yeah, there you go. See,
infield double. Infield home run. Infield double is just a double. Silly me.
It's an RBI.
Yeah, the Grand Slam, the RBI.
Oh, I wonder who this girl is, and looking her up like, oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but I guess just in case if anyone's worried about me.
We figured out why you're telling this story. You're working on your tight 5 minutes, and it ain't tight.
Fans, it's not going to happen. I won't, traumatize anybody in that way.
Okay, that was it from our buddy. And this next one, maybe we'll get to later. I can't decide if it's annoying entertaining or annoying. But that next one you saw is on the docket for a solid maybe. Oh, King Nobody. I think I've done with him for a while. I was curious to check in with him. I think it'll be a good many months because he's more frustrating than anything. Maybe I will cover him more often. He's like a Ray DeVito to me, who never had the courage to actually do stand up.
Move it forward. Yeah, exactly. Shake that off. Yeah, you got to let some things build up with King Nobody. You got to get a few videos in there, and then one of them, he'll have the better story.
I think it's been a month since our last time, and yeah, maybe see you in about 3 months. There's something there, but too often we will not hit continue on life. Just like James Rolfe hit continue on life. I think we got 2 more episodes.
Okay.
Could be 3. I think we got 2 more episodes of James Rolfe's A Movie Making Nerd book review, and I am so looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll be able to do Thursday shows. I owe my members a member show. You can become a rope shooter for $4.99 each month, and I got to. I think it'll be Friday morning. My schedule's a little bit fuckety, but I owe you guys this week a bonus episode. I believe a co-host audition. Hopefully we will find some gold like we did with that fucking clown in the tape basement. If not, tell everyone it was gold and to subscribe to become a rope shooter at $4.99 a month. I could get them on the slow adult speed dating, the most recent one. Fucking awesome. And over on your channel, Sperg Snake, you are doing some games and some music, correct?
Yep. Well, just Monday night is like game night. So Kip was helping me out. I got a couple of new things I want to try out, and it's browser based. So basically, I just send like a 5-digit code, and you can join the room. And for like categories or Quiplash.
Yeah, people are currently watching you play. You're going to be experimenting. Oh, and his internet went out. Sperg Snake will be experimenting with people actually playing with him, and hopefully he doesn't have an internet issue like that.
That's my bad. My bad.
I've done that a couple of times of accidentally taking myself off. So not an internet issue. Monday night game night, pop-up music streams, and anything else on the horizon.
I just did a What Is This Game Part 2 of Disco Elysium with Annie. That's on her channel. At What Is This Game? Or What's This Game? There's a poker game that I've gotten into. It's like, it's on Steam and it's free to play, but it's like people can come, it's a public game, so people can come sit at your table, and it can get kind of interesting and funny. So I'm hoping to see that go somewhere. So there might be a poker night coming up. Sorry, Beast Mode, but I'm also going to get into playing some 7-card stud. And Friday night might be Fortnite's. I don't know. Something like that might be coming up. I gotta download some more RAM.
That's what's coming up on Sperg Snake's channel. If you get a game of Raz, that is very frustrating, and I find it very fun. It's dealt like 7-card stud, but you're trying to get the worst hand. High card is the best hand. That is what you're aiming for in Raz.
Nice.
So you can check that out over on Sperg Snake's channel. I've got to remind people about, find a fun way to say super chat and membership up front. Thank you, A. Smith, for the super sticker, because, I want to inform people about it, but I don't want to hit you with a hammer to say, give me money. I just want to say it's possible, not the Stuttering John type. Whoa, I saw you giving money over the Echo Pineapple over there.
Yeah, I know. See, and that's the worst. Don't get that way like John does. Just let it be known, and people will give. There's a pretty good community around here,
7-coward stud, Aaron's favorite S&M gay orgy porn. Yeah, the coward is in the corner watching everyone else. And yeah, you got your Rucast today. Mr. Z always asking for the Rucast. Ru does not like it when I disturb her napping. Yeah, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern, rather, will be my regular, unless I get this job, I'll let you know, doing once a week for a little while, and second a week for members, which you can become for $4.99 a month. Become a rope shooter and get that second episode of bonus material. And I believe that is all from me today. Thank you all for joining. Oh yes, Annie, you were plugging her channel, Annie O'Ryan. What's This Game? Give that a like, subscribe as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all for joining. Now feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to your honey with the right left 8. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.